दीवानी है इश्क कोई, दिल की दीवानी है इश्क कोई, महकी सी प्याली है इश्क कोई, सुबह की रानी है इश्क, गिरता सा झरना है इश्क कोई, उठता सा कलमा है इश्क कोई, सांसों में दिखता है इश्क कोई, आंखों में दिखता है इश्क। मेरे दिल को तुझा से जुदा कर दे, यूं बस तू मुझको फना कर दे, मेरा हाल तू मेरी जान तू बस कर दे आशिकाना, तेरे वास्ते मेरा इश्क सूफियाना, मेरा इश्क सूफियाना, मेरा इश्क सूफियाना, तेरे वास्ते मेरा इश्क सूफियाना, मेरा इश्क सूफियाना, मेरा इश्क सूफियाना। दीवानी है इश्क, दिल की दीवानी है इश्क, महकी सी प्याली है इश्क कोई, सुबह की रानी है इश्क। सोचूं तुझे तो है सुबह, सोचूं तुझे तो शाम है, हाँ, मंजिलों पे अब तो मेरी एक ही तेरा नाम है, तेरी आँखों में चलती कोयले से रात की, आँखों से आगे चलती है तुझे बताना, तेरे वास्ते मेरा इश्क सूफियाना, मेरा इश्क सूफियाना, मेरा इश्क सूफियाना, तेरे वास्ते मेरा इश्क सूफियाना, मेरा इश्क सूफियाना, मेरा इश्क सूफियाना। साथ साथ चलते चलते हाथ छूट जाएंगे, ऐसी राहों में मिलो ना, बातें बातें करते करते रात कट जाएगी, ऐसी रातों में मिलो ना। क्या हम हैं क्या रब है, जहाँ तू है वही सब है, तेरे लब मिले मेरे लब खिले, अब दूर क्या है जाना तेरे वास्ते।
रोटी खाना पता है ये वाला बहुत फेमस है ये।
दो नैन सितारे है चांद सा मुखड़ा, क्या कहना उसका आफरीन। दावत में जैसे हो शाही टुकड़ा, उसके जैसी न कोई नाज़नीन। शाही जोड़ा पहन के आई जो बंधन के, वही तो मेरी स्वीट हार्ट है।
So today, to start the event with the right note, we have the Maid trio, aka Manju, Geeta and Bhavna, opening the event by offering prayers to Lord Ganesha. They'll be singing Shankar Mahadeva's Ganeshaya Dhimani. So give it up for them.
य गुणेशानाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि दानचतुराय दानप्राणाय दानात्मने दानोत्सुकाय दानवत्ताय दानोत्सुकमनसे गुरुपूजिताय गुरुदेवताय गुरुकुलस्थायिने गुरुविक्रमाय गुरुप्रवराय गुरवे गुणगुरवे गुरुदैत्यकलाक्षेत्रे गुरुधर्मसकाराध्याय गुरुपुत्रपरित्रात्रे गुरुपाखण्डकण्टकाय गीतसाराय गीततत्त्वाय गीतगोत्राय धीमहि गौरगुरुपाय दन्तमन्ताय गोजयहराय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि.
So the first dance off is Naomi's little cousin. They'll be kicking off the evening with a dance just for you, Vishal. Just for Vishal.
Just
rocking dance group. Energetic, enthusiastic team of people who picked two of Naomi's all-time favorite songs. So please help me in welcoming the rocking dance group. Let's rock it, ladies.
कर दिया मैंने सीधा
किधर जा रही हो जरा पास आओ तुझे जरा पास आओ तुझे रंगीले सितारे देखते हुए जाने दो मन्ना किधर जा रही हो जरा पास आओ तुझे जरा पास आओ तुझे
So now we have the Vegas dance group. The Vegasers don't need an occasion to party, they are ever ready. It's the coolest group of friends who love to party and dance. Thanks to Ritu and Ruma for taking time and teaching everyone. Here we go, Vegasers.
उसने मुझे छुआ भी नहीं, ऐसा वैसा कुछ हुआ भी नहीं, नजर थी पहनी हुई बेचैनी, आंखों आंखों में शैतानी हो गई, सैया ने देखा
तारे किया माने द्वार आगे बीच में
Harsh on the beat.
You want to be my girlfriend, or are you my girlfriend? And she was like, well, I mean, come on, everybody, keep clapping. Put your hands together for Naomi and Vishal. Make some noise. Alright, one more time. Can I have a huge round of applause for this very, very, very beautiful couple, please?
I feel love when I look into your eyes. I believe if you move out from my side, I'll be losing grip on you, grip on you. देखो करीब से मिले हैं नसीब से आएगा पल ये फिर कहाँ पूछो जरा इस दिल से हम हैं मिले मुश्किल से कर फिर ना जो यार गजब का है दिन सोचो जरा ये दीवानापन देखो जरा कसम से I feel love when I look into your eyes. I believe if you move out from my side, I'll be losing you.
Let's hear it for this first couple, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise, please.
Can we switch the language?
You know I came here for the cake. Looking the money ain't the only thing I chase down. She see the stars in the race. Soon as she got in that motherfucker, let her face down. Got my type, my sweet head. Be wifey, if she freak it. I love her like no money, like a cabaret. I'm a dog, kill the kitty, no apology. But you wanna get crazy, crazy. Sure, take it slow, then
very honored. Jaya and I have known Naomi for quite a while, since she was about potty trained, I think, something around that time. And we were very excited when they asked us if we could MC tonight. So thank you for the honor and privilege. And we would like to introduce the performers for the evening, so I will kick it off. These two people have been a huge part of Naomi's life growing up. I've witnessed it firsthand, okay? They used to drop to Montessori school and then, back again, and it went on throughout Katie. You remember the Katie days, Naomi? Yeah, Katie. And, all sorts of activities. Auntie used to cook a ton of food. And I truly believe that grandparents are God's gift to children. So please welcome Dr. Amit Reddy and his wife.
Good evening to everybody. Myself and my wife, we have been associated with Naomi's brought up. And we would like to share some of our experiences with her. Before I talk, I thought it is better my wife, she speaks first. Her name is Vijaya. Yeah.
Granddaughter Naomi, बड़ी वाली है. मैं थोड़ा हिंदी बात करती हूँ, तेलुगु बात करती हूँ. मेरे को 6 पोती है, 2 पोता है. सबसे बड़ी यही है. इसको बाकी देखो 6 साल डिफरेंस है. ये 6 साल में इतना लाडू प्यार में बहुत इसको पढ़ाया है. एक 6 महीने का मैं इंडिया लेके गई. इंडिया में पढ़ा है 1.5 साल तक. वो 1.5 साल में चंडीगढ़ में था. वो घर बहुत बड़ा है, आम का पेड़ है, उधर सब कुछ है. वो आम से फल गिरेंगे तो टक आवाज आए तो हमको नहीं बताते, जाके वहाँ कहा के नहीं लड़की कहाँ गए नयोमी मतलब वो जाके पीछे टैंक के पास छुप जाती थी. फिर वो लेके आ गई थी. वो बहुत मतलब इतना होशियार है, बहुत मेरे हाथ में ही नहीं आता था. वो कहाँ छुपता था. फिर उसके बाद वो उसका मम्मी ने बहुत बोला है मेरे बेटे को भेजो, मेरे बेटे को भेजो. फिर 1 साल रही है. मेरा छोटा लड़का कनाडा आ रही थी. चलो बेटे जाके उनको दे दो. फिर मैंने भेजा है. फिर उसके बाद मैं इतना रोई बहुत रोई है. यही पहले वाली था ना. आगे यहाँ 6 महीने रही, लेके जाके 1 साल वाली. उसके बाद सब लोग मेरे फ्रेंड्स बोलता था उनका बच्चे उनके पास गए तो आप क्यों रो रहे. मैं कैसे बोला. यही मेरा उसका हैबिट है. तभी तक बीच में मैं अभी 26 ईयर से मैं अमेरिका आ रही. तभी से नहीं तुमको डॉक्टर बनना है, मेरी इच्छा वही है. मैं हमेशा बोलता था उसको. उसका नाना भी उसको इतना हेल्प किया है, सब कुछ पढ़ाई में सब में हम लोग इसके साथ ही रहे. फिर मेरा इच्छा पूरा हो गई. मेरे बेटी डॉक्टर बन गए. विशाल तो इतना अच्छा लड़का मिला है मेरे को, इसीलिए बहुत खुशी है मैं.
They are very nice words of my wife. And actually, Naomi is a girl of fortune. She came to our family in June 1995. And from then, I can say that everything went on so well by the grace of God. She came and within few months, my younger daughter got married. Then next June, because her birth date is June, and next June, her mama, my son Raghu, has got married. And another next June, another son, younger son Ravi got married. And all spouses are here. And I am very fortunate to have so nice spouses here. Then after she completed that young age, then we also came many times to Dallas. Alex was on traveling job. So I used to escort her to Green Hill School, SAT class, dance class, all that was my responsibility. One incident I will remember that when I was taking her for SAT class, she wrote some examinations, tests, and she was coming with a very sad face. And when Vasu asked her what is the problem, she was reluctant to tell. Second time also she did the same thing. Then I told my daughter that she is not performing well in maths. Then she said, Daddy, you are a good mathematics man, what should I do? I said, maths doesn't come by just reading. You have to sit with her, do maths up to 2, 3 o'clock. Then both worked very hard and I think she scored 100 out of 100. So that was my experiences, and then she became doctor. And much more important is that she inherited a very strong genome, I said, because she is very hard work and very lovely. So many characters built up in a particular individual. It is definitely some inheritance is there. And added to that, her inheritance, I think, the nurturing of her parents are very great. Alex and then Vasu, they have been meticulously working how to bring her up and put her in a better place. So I think that worked very well. She became a doctor and she became an emergency doctor. And she selected her own mate, her own boy, and he is very nice. For the last 2 years we are associated with him. And I can say that Naomi and Vishal are made each other. And I wish them all success in their life and God bless them.
Hello everybody. Next up is the OLW dance group. If you ask me what it means, if I tell you, I just may have to kill you. So let it be. So this is the dance you're all waiting for, and kudos to Sangeeta for not just putting up with the girlfriends, but also their hubbies. So lot of work and countless hours of practice went into this coordination, and this is the biggest group of the evening. So give it up for them.
देखो देखो ऐसा
in my living room, and Kaki was like, "Oh, you girls, you have to get on dating apps, and you got to date and everything." And this little girl comes along and says, "I got this, Mom." And Naisa gave her all the advice she needed on how to get a guy. Now Naisa's here to tell you how to keep a guy. Naisa.
फूलों का तारों का सबका कहना है, एक हजारों में मेरी बहना है, सारी उम्र हमें संग रहना है। फूलों का तारों का सबका कहना है, एक हजारों में मेरी बहना है, सारी
and most importantly, I'm the sister of the bride. I feel like I've always been the maid of honor from birth. I think it's basically my birthright being the maid of honor. But yeah, it's crazy to imagine that we're getting older and that you're getting married, and seeing you so happy with a great, loving, and sweet husband makes me happy because both of you, I love you both so much, and you guys are perfect for each other. So Akka is the type of sister that probably everyone wishes they had. As far back as I can remember, you've been the voice of reason, my biggest role model, whether it be sucking up to Mom or being generally great and talented at everything you do. You're the first person I come to in times of need, and I really want to thank her for being the honorable role of making me be the black sheep of the family and the least favorite child. There's no one I'd rather want as a sibling, if not you. And it's funny because Mom actually did something right and birthed someone I actually liked, which is very impossible, but she did it. So, Akka, you've been a great relief for Mom and Dad whenever you're around. And there's so many things that you've taught me, like sometimes you just gotta pack up all your stuff and go to Milwaukee for that one person that you love, for that special someone. So thank you for teaching me that lesson. But I'm not going to talk so much about you, as everything has probably already been said or will be said by friends and family. And I'm sure everyone has felt how warm and kind of a person you are and can attest to your graciousness. Tonight's not about you, after all, it's about Vishal. And after all, Vishal is a very brave man for marrying you and deserves a lot of limelight. So Vishal, I'd like to welcome you to the family officially. We all love you very, very much. And if you have a problem with Vishal, you have a problem with yourself, because he's literally perfect. He's literally the most awesome, sweet, most thoughtful guy I've ever met, and I could not think of someone more perfect for my sweet sister. And I actually read something online that said if a guy can't handle a girl who wears sweatpants and a baggy t-shirt 24/7, then he doesn't deserve her in a wedding dress. So if that's true, Vishal deserves every bit of this, because everyone knows how much Akka dresses like a hobo, like 24/7, so, and her lack of fashion. I feel like you've definitely outdone yourself, Vishal. You surprised all of us. It's actually amazing. Akka used to call me, and she told me how many dollars you recorded every month on Taco Bell, and like to the very last cent on a spreadsheet. And now you're showering her with gifts and love and diamonds, so you've definitely outdone yourself and all these incredible surprises. But yeah, you both are just amazing, beautiful people, and I guess that's just what love really does to people. Vishal, I'm so happy you're now part of my sister's family, my sister's life and our family. One thing I'm really good at is annoying people, so I can't wait to annoy my new big brother. I'm in awe of the love you guys have for each other, so thanks for setting even higher expectations for me, as I didn't have impossible high expectations already enough for a guy. I actually have a bone to pick with you, Vishal. You're literally taking the person I like most in the world away from me, and I don't like a lot of people, so you better make it up to me. As long as you have lots and lots of babies, I will be happy. Really, the people who are winning are your future children because they get to have the coolest, most bougie aunt in the world. So, I looked at Maid of Honor speeches and they said I should give relationship advice. The last thing I should be doing is giving relationship advice. Y'all know that more than anyone. So Vishal, remember to say these 3 words every day. You are right. And never be afraid that Akka will leave you because she will spend years training you and she will not want those years to go to waste. Cheers to the Dr. Patels. May you share everything, including the housework.
Well, I'm Naomi's mama, so what more like a better dad, right? Who's not busy pouring wisdom all the time. And my wife Suma is Vishal's better mom. Yeah, who is not busy trying to keep him disciplined and focused all the time. Yeah. Well, are these two looking, or what? You know, they're so good looking, aren't they? Look at him. And man, are they going to have some beautiful babies? No pressure. And now that you're officially married, get busy. Get your mom some grandbabies before she adopts more dogs. Right? Put them on her will. You know, I'm not surprised, I won't be surprised if she has kulfi and mochi on the will already. But anyway, before you get another dog like Corona, Tito's, Daru, I don't know what more. But anyway, seriously, when Naomi brought Vishal home to Chicago, we immediately fell in love with him. It's obvious they were made for each other. Several people came to me over the last 2 days and said, you know what, they just look in love. They look happy, they look made for each other. And we all know, raising kids, we all have raised kids, most of us, and we all know how difficult it is. It's not easy. But in our family, whether my brother, my sister, my parents, my wife, we always felt raising Naomi was a walk in the park. Yeah? There is not one thing that we would change about her. There's not one thing, right? It's very hard to find. Well, Naomi had a lot of positive influence in my life, my personal life. 2 defining moments of Naomi in my life. Well, I was the fortunate one who spent 2 best years with Naomi from the age 6 to age 2, about a year and a half. Man, she was lovely. Oh my God, she would dance. She could dance since she was 9 months and has moves. We named her Madhur Dixit when she was 1 year old. We had so much fun, especially me and her. She would dance on my belly all the time. Well, after 2 years, 2 amazing years, I had to give her up. I had to give her up to her parents. I brought her to Toronto in December '96 and handed over Naomi to Alex and Vasu. So having a daughter since then was my wish, right? After growing up with such lovely sister like Vasu and amazing niece like Naomi, God has been kind to bless Suma and I equally amazing daughter Neha. We were in such a rush, you won't believe. Suma and I had daughter within a year of me getting married and was able to fill the void that Naomi had created in my life. Yeah? So, her mannerism, purity, and love is very addictive. Be careful, Vishal. So, I want to talk about Vishal, but then I'll let her better mom speak. His better mom speak.
You both are perfect. The only way to tease Naomi is to be beside my son. He is the best. Take good care of him. You better. Okay? It's like opposite poles attract. Naomi is very, very caring, affectionate, loving. Comes with a little bit of untidiness too. There, Vishal compensates. With all his loving and affection for her and a lot of cleanliness, teach her. Okay? That's the first thing that she needs to know. I don't know how the entire Kaki family has been so lucky to get the best spouses ever.
All right, an advice for Vishal, right? It's unusual. He's mama's boy, only son. As you embark on a lifelong commitment with Naomi, a great philosopher once said, a man gives in when he's wrong, he's a wise man. But a man, when he gives in when he's right, he's still married. You got that, Vishal. Yeah? May you both have life with sense of humor, happiness, love, and most importantly, trust each other. We love you.
Hey Naomi. Okay, so myself and your mom have always looked forward to seeing you walk down the aisle with the love of your life in a very filmy style. We lived through your love life and planned this wedding for the last 2 years since you started dating Vishal. Yes, we knew Vishal is the guy who will lock you down. We wanted and imagined a better wedding than Anushka, Deepika, Priyanka, like a Bollywood star wedding with the Pelikuturu event on the mountain hillside of Cali, Haldi Mehendi on the beach, wedding on the Pacific coast, and the reception in the winery. Everything beyond what Italy can give you. Your parents boosted the American economy by having the wedding in California. Okay? Jokes apart, you deserve every bit of this fairy tale wedding, Naomi. You are looking like a Bollywood queen, sitting and standing by your Sapno Ka Shehzada, who has keys to the doors to your heart. Vishal is a polite, intelligent, hard-working boy. His parents have raised a fine young man, and we are so proud to call him our son-in-law. Congratulations, Naomi and Vishal. May your marriage be blessed with more love and happiness than you could ever imagine.
Namaste to everyone. Hope you're all doing great this evening. Recently, when I became the first Indian origin county commissioner in California, I recall Naomi saying, Raghuramaya, you have not only made our family proud, but the entire Indian community in the US. I was proud of her prudent thought process and foresighted thoughts. Thank you, Naomi. Just like we cannot have thousands of Lata Mangeshkars or Kapil Devs or for that matter Amitabh Bachchans. We have Naomi in our family. Naomi is the eldest and a role model for all our kids. She is the most beautiful, intelligent, caring, and above all, a wonderful woman being. We congratulate and wish the beautiful pair, Naomi and Vishal, a very happy and a jubilant married life for ages. Thank you all for the blessings, and to my sister Vasu and Alex Baba for this paramount and grand reception party. Thank you all. Good night.
You know, I've known Kaki for so long, and I've always admired how tightly knit their families, brothers and sisters. It's really admirable, and that's what everybody wants. So, really, big hand to everybody. Now next we have another dance coming up. This group really took their dance to perfection. Here we have to thank all of them, as everyone dances so well and everybody was a choreographer. Thanks to Manju, Geeta, Bhavna and Uma for making it perfect. Come on girls, let's go for it.
लगी बारोड़ लावी खुशियां संगे लावी हर हाय हयो हाय हाय लगी बारोड़ लावी खुशियां संगे लावी हर हाय हयो हाय हाय आजारी किरणों बिखराए उमंग भी छलकाते मन हर
join.
Please welcome the beautiful bride herself, Naomi Patel.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the bride, please, as loud as you can.
I just wrote something and I want to just, share with you all. So Naomi, I always knew this day would come when I first held you in my arms 26 years ago. I just didn't realize how quickly it would come. In the blink of an eye, you grew from the cutest baby to an inquisitive and naughty kid to a hardworking teenager and into this graceful, funny, smart, and caring we are all so proud of. As a parent, I expected to teach you all about life, but what I didn't expect was that I would learn so much from you. I cherish that we can come to each other for advice and talk about anything from serious topics to the best happy hours in town. Thank you for helping me to become a better mother, a friend, a human being. I think I talked a lot about Naomi. Let's shed some light on your husband, Vishal. I want to thank Mikaji and Kamlesh Bhai for raising a son who is so hardworking, passionate, persistent, caring, and more than anything, a person with great family values, and finally a clean freak. We miss them here as they are busy preparing for another reception in New Jersey next week. The same thing that you see here repeats with Vishal's family and friends next week. I'm sure when you first met us, it was overwhelming. I always wish Naomi would bring home someone who would integrate seamlessly into our immediate and extended family. You are the perfect guy, not just for Naomi, but for all of us. She is definitely ready to be Patel. I am so elated and excited to welcome you and your family into our family. And now, I just want to thank to making this whole thing a grand success. The decor that you see is from Stylish, Chetna and Marsha Naik. Give it up! Music from Music Masti Magic, DJ Manish. Give it up! And the beautiful, the screens that you see is by Soundorama. Give it up for Ram Kalpat. Thank you for making such an amazing job on this. And photography and videography for all last 3 days. Patiently taking so many pictures. They took 8,000 pictures in California and they flew here to take more pictures. Urban
here. Leena, Jaya, Alka, Anita, Asila, Bharti Subramanyam, Bharti Hatrekar, Chandu, Krishna, Madhu, Mandira, Meena, Ravi, Reshma, Sarita, Sona, Swapna, Uma Pandare and Vijay Raj Shekhar. And above all my friends and family. Thank you.
Man, she never thanked me.
Thank you for the check. Thank you. Thank you for the check from Alex.
No, she feels it in her heart. So she doesn't need to thank me. So I want to thank everyone for being here, participating in this very wonderful event for Naomi and Vishal, blessing them in their journey, giving your valuable advice to them in their journey. So I really appreciate it for being here, taking your time. Hopefully everyone is enjoying. If not, you really start enjoying after my speech.
Yeah!
That's when the speech ends and the dance floor opens. So I want to say a few things. It's been only almost like yesterday, I feel like. I remember Naomi, the little Naomi, she runs a lot. So I said, okay, maybe I need to put her into soccer, right? Soccer needs to run a lot. So I literally purchased a movie camera with 3 CCD camera to take video of her playing in soccer. So she comes home and then I play it and say, Naomi, let's do game analysis here.
Oh God.
How can you improve? So after my speech, usually she's like with a long drawn face, sad looking. And then mom would come and say, what happened? She's like, oh no, daddy's talking to me about that soccer game. So after a couple of those incidents, Vasu, my wife said, no, we ban your camera. You can no longer take it. You only have to sit in the parking lot. You can't attend her soccer games. So I didn't quite understand what she's trying to do. I think what she was trying to do is never have any negative thought in her head, even at the expense of trying to analyze stuff. So that kind of protection is how she grew up, from her mom, being protected from me. So, but I didn't stop, right? So then she said, okay, soccer is not for me. I'm going to start dancing. So she got into dancing. Did I stop? Take a guess. No. What was my analysis of her dancing skills? I said, you know what? There's a certain brain wave which is different speed when you listen to Western music versus Eastern music or Indian music. So you actually have to slow down and slow all your dances down. She's like, wait a minute, just leave me alone. You never even danced before, and now you have advice for me? And then Kaki said, that's it. You're no longer going to her dance school and watching her dance. So, just to summarize, that kind of balance of self-critique, but always being positive, always telling her very positive things and anything can be done is really how she was raised. And I feel like that's a pretty important aspect of who she is right now. So, at that point, I said, okay, Naomi is that smart. Maybe I should see anytime I need some second opinions. Usually I go to my wife Vasu for second opinions. Oh, wait a minute. I think she hijacked my speech. No, I don't go to her for second opinions. I go to Naomi for second opinion. Why? Because she can always tell me I'm wrong. I mean, I don't know how she manages it, but I say, oh, okay. So she has that knack and subtlety and positive attitude, even when she tells me that I could be wrong. So we used to have a lot of debates, especially Naomi loves debates, and obviously I love debates because I'm highly opinionated, very analytical. But usually my point when I get into debates is I'm completely one-sided. But again, after a few minutes of debate, somehow I change my mind and I become more neutral. So she has that kind of capacity to balance your emotions when you're working with her or when you're talking to her. So that's my biggest loss. I lose that balancing force in my life. I know Naomi's on a great journey, but you know what? I just discovered that I'm on a great journey. Without having that balancing force, I need to find a new balance right now. But Vishal, on the other hand, is lucky. But Naomi is also lucky because he's extremely hardworking, very disciplined, has great family values. And I really have to thank Neetaji and Kamlesh by all the hard work they've done to teach me this. Of course, how can I end my speech without thanking that one special person? I call her the whirlwind.
Oh yeah.
She's like that thunderstorm.
Yes.
When she goes, like nothing can stand in her way.
Yeah.
So I give you an example. So she said, I'm going to do shopping for Naomi for 2 months. And so she went to India. As soon as she went, the whole COVID second wave started. So I said, I don't think it's a good idea. She said, no. Instead of 2 months, I'm going to compress it into 2 weeks. I said, how are you going to do that? She said, I'm going to get up at 5, be at the stores by 7, and we'll be there till 10 p.m. And she literally did that for 2 solid weeks. And that's how she operates. Of course, this is worthy of a suspense movie. But this is really how she's been the beacon of positive energy for Naomi. I always thought that maybe I really contributed a lot to help her grow. But the way we contributed is Naomi figured out Dad's not somebody who needs to listen to, but follow. But Mom is the one who really gives her the beacon of positive energy. With that, I'd like to thank everyone, especially all the friends Vasu really coordinated a lot of the dances with them. They worked really tirelessly. Give it up for all the people who danced, for all the hard work. And I really like to thank her family, her brothers, sisters, parents, to constantly run around between cities, trying to make everything happen, so everything goes very smoothly. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy.
First off, I'd like to thank everyone for their amazing dances and speeches. So I love you too! Can we just give everyone who's performed and given a speech an amazing round of applause? That was amazing. Thank you. for coming to this wonderful reception that I arranged myself. I did everything, from the bar to the decorations to all this. This was all me. It took a lot of sleepless nights organizing everything. He knows how much time I've done. They're lucky. I did this. But in the end, I got everything done. Thanks for coming to my wonderful reception. All jokes aside, thank you to my wonderful mother-in-law for arranging all this, and the rest of the family for throwing one of the biggest second weddings I've never been to, and bringing me along for the ride. I'm just a prop. For those of you who couldn't join us in California, we're so happy you could celebrate with us here today and continue where we left off yesterday. I had so much fun yesterday, and I was telling Naomi it was as good as the Sangeet in California, which was hard to top. She can probably tell you. It was great meeting the most powerful people in Dallas, and even greater knowing there's some Gujaratis out here today. Watch God! Yep, sure. Saluted. Now, for the sappy part, I'll try to make it quick. As some of you may or may not know, I met Naomi through an app called Dill Mill. Some of you may know. Yeah, it's not that great. It's kind of okay. I don't know. The greatest dating app ever, because when I was in Pennsylvania, she was in Dallas, and my opening line to her was, "I'm the surgeon of your dreams." So, ophthalmologist for surgeons, just so everyone knows. Nikki knows. She's out there somewhere, I don't know. Honestly, that was all it took to convince her to marry me. That was it. No, I'm just kidding. But eventually we kept texting and made a plan to meet in Dallas, and for me it was a win-win because even if it didn't work out, I got a nice vacation in Dallas, and that was fine by me. And as she'll tell you, it was pretty horrible. It was not great. It was a horrible few first dates, mostly because I just stared at her and we just didn't really talk much. But somehow we kept in touch, and we decided to give it another chance in Philly, and it went much better the second time, and it went much better after that because she came to live with me in Milwaukee for a week. And from there, she fell madly in love with me, and she couldn't leave my side, and the rest is history, as they say. So, now that we've been together for a few years, let me tell you what I think makes Naomi so amazing, even though you all know this and this is all about her and yada yada yada. Alright. So, to start with, she is one of the most caring people I know. From coming to bring me dinner on call after she had a long day at work, to surprising me with courtside tickets to a Sixers game on my birthday. That's a true story. True story. That was in the first couple months that we were dating, so she didn't know if that investment was going to work out, so that's even more impressive. She always does everything she can to make sure I'm happy, and she goes the extra mile to make it happen. Even when we're at home, she lets me decide what we're going to watch on TV, what we're going to eat for dinner, because I'm super picky and annoying and whatever, and she puts up with it anyway, so, props to her. She's also one of the most spontaneous and social people I know. Ever since we started dating, she always managed to get me to step out of my comfort zone a little more every time, and I've become a better person for it. And finally, I think the best part about Naomi, as we all probably know, is her family. To start with, my Ravi Baba is the funniest and rowdiest uncle probably in the family. From many late nights spent at his castle, I'd like to call it, in Chicago, to his dance yesterday. Love the hair extensions, great touch. He always knows how to have a good time, and I'm looking forward to many more good times with him. Then there's Naomi's Bindi. One of the most fashionable and elegant people in the Kaki family. Look at this dress, look at this. Everyone, round of applause for the most well-dressed person tonight. She was a big part of why all the events were so amazing and also a big influence in Naomi's life to the point that Naomi and her are still trying to get me to move to California. Not happening, just so you know, not happening. Next, there's my sister-in-law, Nisa. Where is she? I don't know where she is. But she's also one of the smartest, but probably also the wildest teens that I know. Yeah, she's pretty crazy. I'm always amazed at her ability to juggle a million things at once in school, and of course, who can forget her singing? Hanging out with her is always a good time, especially because she usually takes my side when I argue with Neil. Then there's my father-in-law. Somebody that's always been there for Naomi and also always willing to have a philosophical debate about almost anything. And I've had many. And last but not least, I can't forget about Naomi's mom, or should I say my mom, who is a force of nature, as all of you here probably know better than me. And as all of you probably know, I know to never question her because she's always right. When she wants something done, it gets done. She's also one of the most selfless and caring people I know, and she's always making sure everyone else is taken care of before her. Even when I do something wrong and Naomi gets mad at me, my mom always takes my side, even though I'm probably wrong. And the best part, I think, about getting a mother-in-law like her is I can do shots with her, and we're gonna do something nice. And then last, again but not least, I'd also like to thank all of my other in-laws I didn't mention. And I'd just like to say I'm so happy to be the newest member in the Kaki family.
I think he's more popular than I am at this point, honestly. I think everyone loves him more than I do. Like, seriously, that's crazy. All the aunties are like, oh my God, you picked a really, really attractive boy. And I was like, thank you. I tried really hard. Thank you very much. All right. I'm just going to say that I am truly the luckiest girl in the world to have such an amazing family who has pushed me to be the best person I can be. But I want a special moment to thank one person in particular who has made not only all of this possible, but who has exceeded everything that I could have ever dreamed of. My mother. As you know, she is literally a force of nature. Like, she is Vasundhara. Like, honestly, that is what her name is. And that is what she is.
You copied me.
So, not a lot of you know this, but I was a demon child when I was younger. Literally, the spawn of Satan. Like, that was what I was. I beat up kids on the playground. I called a random person in the line at Home Depot really fat. Like, I was a terrible child. I made my mother cry every single day. But honestly, I made her life hell for the first 7 years. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I was a terrible child. I really was. But she never once made me feel unloved. Truly. When my mom loves you, she will give you the world. Like, if I ask for like 3-4 weddings, she'll make it happen. Like, this is insane. I'm basically Priyanka Chopra. Like, at this point, I've had more weddings than Priyanka Chopra, honestly. We're Priyanka Chopra and Nick Jonas, if you didn't know.
There you go.
So, she has worked tirelessly for probably my whole life to make this wedding happen. And hasn't it been amazing? But who would my mom be without her sister in crime? The person who made my dream California, Paradise, Deepika, Anushka, Priyanka wedding a reality by my Minnie, who basically quit work to make my wedding happen. And there's my own sister in crime, who I have no idea where she is. She's probably at the bar over there. But you know how they say you ain't never seen two pretty best friends? That's the same thing as sisters, because my sister is like way hotter than I am. She is like, I have prayed every day for a sister. When I was 7 years old, I prayed every single day for a sister. And honestly, I forced my parents to have a sister. Like, I really did. And at first, she was really annoying. Like, on her 3rd birthday, I made her a cake for the first time. And before we could even cut the cake, she climbs onto the table, steps into the cake, and plops her fat butt into the cake before I could even cut it. And honestly, she's still pretty annoying, but I can't imagine my life without her. She thinks that I'm her role model, but honestly, she's mine. She's the most hardworking person I know. And I wish I had a small drive of her discipline and like everything about her. And she's hot. Like, that's not even fair. You can't even have both like that. That's not fair. My dad is definitely the chill one in the family, which is really necessary when you're married to my mom. Like, truly. My dad is the glue that holds all of us together. He has to deal with 3 crazy, erratic girls every single day. Like, I don't even know how he does it. He has the most amazing patience that I have ever seen. And Vishal has a lot to learn about that patience. I not only got my amazing good looks from my dad, obviously, but I got his kind heart, his intelligence, because he's literally a genius if you didn't know, and just a little bit of his humor. Just a little bit. And last but certainly not least, my partner, my mama's boy, my best friend, and my husband. I can't believe you came into my life with a swipe of a finger. Who would have thought that day when I picked you up from the airport in your basketball shorts and your gray t-shirt that I would have fallen in love with you? Honestly. You and I are so different. Whether it be your necessity for cleanliness and the fact that I would be content living in a pigsty. I really would. Your incredible need for perfection and the fact that I am definitely the lazy one. You make me want to be the best person I can be. And we make each other whole. And I know we're gonna have our fights because neither of us is perfect, but us together is perfect. And I promise to you that I'll always love you even when I hate you, which is sometimes a lot. I promise to your best friend, and I choose you to be my husband, and I promise to choose you every single day. And last but certainly not least, thank you to my amazing grandparents all the way from India who have come here. My Raghu Mamya and Padmatea who come all the way here from California. Ravi Mamya and Sumatea who come all the way from Chicago in their Palace of Paradise in Chicago. And the entire Kaki family who have had an amazing performance and who have made my life, who have made my wedding, not just my life, but everything, true happiness. So thank you guys. At least someone cried today. I needed someone to cry, and at least mommy cried.